a coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saying yuking. They sending shots, but I'm high, just juking. Hitting my dick.
And now, fans, the presentation of the awards ceremony.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition. Table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, Dave. They've got Wembenyama. Castle is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's G, and it's Kamare in at the power forward position. And for the Jayhawks, Big Smooth out there with Thompson. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Boomer, and it's in at the point. Stan, peer through your coach's lens just a second for us, and what are you trying to accomplish early on in the season?
Well, I think, Kevin, there's so much player movement now. You've always got a lot of new guys. So, number one, you want to get everybody oriented into your system and the way that you do things. And then you're trying to figure out who are your best combinations on the floor, who starts, who comes off the bench.
That's great insight. Here's Big Smooth. It's rebounded by Doncic. Inside, here's Wembenyama. Thompson outside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's G. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Jayhawks head coach and I did get a chance to talk. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense.
Doncic. Miss.
And he did that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you draw. For San Antonio, they've gone from 12 feet out. And Wembenyama throws it down. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Perry. Pass to Atkins. There's the three. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, well, some have argued that Wembenyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
The Jayhawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. The pass to Perry. Thompson right side. Passes to Perry. Here's Big Smooth. 6 to shoot. From 13. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Spurs second.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Hamara. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Perry. Here's Pullen. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Owens got 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Doncic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Checking out the stats for Boomer. Coming off a terrific season. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Pullen. He's got 7. On the pass to Boomer. And yes, it's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Passes it to Doncic. To the inside. Hamarov. That one's off. Still out of sync. Jayhawks leading by 9. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Here's Pullen. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. He had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Pullen. He has 7. On the wing, Thompson. They get the rebound.
Clearly a foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jayhawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tabled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Thompson passes to Atkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 10 points for Big Smooth.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Kicks to... Pass to Big Smooth. The Jayhawks need to get off a shot here. Pullen, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Jayhawks leading by 13. Thompson in the corner. Here's Pullen. 7 points in the game. Pass to Perry. Here's Pullen. He's covered by Halliburton. Pullen, no good. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Wembanyama.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Pullen. The pass to Boomer. Stolen by Miles. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Floats it up for Wembanyama.
Oh, a fantastic combo guard. Halliburton understands really how to score as well as distribute the rock.
Passes it to Atkins. Here's Perry. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Pullen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Pullen's got 10 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Jayhawks lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Jayhawks in this one?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they have. Let's see if this can continue.
We've got Big Smooth. He's out there with Thompson. Boomer out there with the chosen one. And it's Poland in at the point. San Antonio making a switch here. Kamara is checked in. Got a piece of it. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Castle. He's out there with Porter. Victor Wembanyama is out there with G. And it's Kamara in at the power forward.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Perry. The three. Out to Thompson. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, here's Kamara.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Out to Thompson. Now the pass to Perry. Here's Poland, guarded by Porter. Here's Poland. 10 points for him. Over Kitchell. Out to Thompson. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 6.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Atkins. Here is Boomer. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Boomer's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Castle. 12 points his last outing. And eventually every player GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Doncic is checked in for Kevin Porter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Here's Thompson. G with the rebound.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Kept alive. Pass to Perry. Thompson out. Owens got 13.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is.
Here's Pullen. Pass to Big Smooth. San Antonio with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shot you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses. Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Jayhawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Atkins. There's the pass to Boomer. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Bailey. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
3 points.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And now the first timeout called here for the Jayhawks. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
For the Jayhawks. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 5, the Spurs.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Here's Hayward. Passes it to Claxton. Stolen by Miles. Here's Vassell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul,
And
foul.
is Vassell tough to guard? So good at using that length to get the call.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
Another shot.
2 minutes remaining.
Hayward kicks to
2
Merritt.
minutes.
No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Bailey. San Antonio again missing. Gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Hayward outside. 1:36 left in the first half. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Halliburton. Booker, no good. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Hits it from 3-point range. Castle's got 8.
And doing a much better job from 3-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Hayward dishes to Booker. Pass to Barnett. 56 seconds left here in the second. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in. Claxton's got his first basket.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Halliburton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Barnett. And it's Marion in the corner. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Right wing. Here's Barnett. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 5. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Spurs have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those were pretty well.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jayhawks out front. They're up by 4.
36.
And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Checking out the Jayhawks. Kenny, give us your tip.
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks could be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
Shaq, what did you see from San? And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so Doncic will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Oh, watch out for Wembanyama.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And for the Spurs, they've got G. Luka Doncic out there at Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Kamare in at the 4. Here's Thompson. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Boomer, no good. And for the Jayhawks, Thompson is out there with Big Smooth. It's Boomer. Then it's the chosen one. And it's Poland in at the 1.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Thompson in the corner. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
The offensive rebound, Hamara, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It does. Doesn't go in. The Jayhawks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Poland. The pass to Boomer. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Snatched away. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. Pulling with the bucket.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Wembanyama passes to G. To the paint. Victor Wembanyama.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Bowen. Pass to Perry. Here's Poland. To the wing on the left. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. And that's 13 points for Big Smooth.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wembanyama looking it over. Pass to Kamare. They get it back. Whoa, Wembanyama powers in the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Pullen. Pass to Atkins. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Kamare. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Pullen. Guarded by Doncic. Out to Thompson. Lets a floater go. And there's the pass to Boomer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Pullen.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Jayhawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. We are seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Atkins. Here's Boomer to the wing right side. Thompson passes to Atkins. Oh, good with the triple.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Castle. He's got 8. It's hauled in by Perry.
Well, that's the look he wanted.
But coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax. And so far, the story on Luka Doncic. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Nice shot by Thompson.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Wembanyama passes to Doncic. Here's Bailey, and it's blocked. Here's Big Smooth. 13 points in the game. Over to the wing. Here's Pullen.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And good. And the Jayhawk lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Bailey.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Timeout called the Jayhawks. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Kevin Porter's checked in for San Antonio.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Down low, Bailey. And that one is off. Good D by Booker.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Spurs trail by 6. Porter passes to Halliburton. To the middle. Bailey misses.
great defensive effort just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
A shot by Hayward, wide open, traps in the tray. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Halliburton for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Hayward with the ball. Passes it to Claxton. And stolen by Wembanyama. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Bailey. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. And now just a 4-point Jayhawk lead. Barnett against Porter. Hayward on the wing. And the three ball is good. Hayward's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jayhawks. Halliburton outside. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Jayhawks lead by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Doncic out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's G. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Kamare in at the four-man position. Here's Pullen. Out to Thompson. Pass to Perry for the three. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Atkins. To the right side. Here's Boomer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Jayhawks leading by 9. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Boomer. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns.
And you know for that matchup with New York, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Passes to Atkins. Out to Thompson. Over G. Nice shot by Thompson. And the Jayhawks lead by 10.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And the short break in the end gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal
the defender all over.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for San Antonio. Number 7, 2 shots.
And G drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Pullen. Pass to Boomer. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 8. Wembanyama high post. Pass to Kamare. Wembanyama outside. And he overshot that one, missing. The Jayhawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And it goes down 2 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And the basket by Castle.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Pullen. The pass to Perry. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. Cans it from downtown. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Out to the right wing. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And he's been a force.
The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Jayhawks. Wembanyama passes to G. Here's Kamare. San Antonio again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Thompson from long range. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Doncic. Doncic with the strong move inside.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Timeout called, the Jayhawks. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's G. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Jayhawks leading by 11. Here's Pullen. Thompson outside. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Castle. Passes it to Doncic. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Boomer's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Here's Pullen. Guarded by Doncic. Clock at 6. Adkins passes to Thompson. Here's Pullen. Out to the right wing. Harry, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 14. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Spurs trail by 14. Spurs passing it around. And the basket by Kamare.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
To the inside.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the wing right side. Here is Boomer. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound, right wing. Here's Kamare. Launches it. And that one's good by G. G's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jayhawks.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Yeah, easy
At the
call.
line for the Spurs, number 7.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timeout called the Jayhawks. They're leading by 9. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
Doncic against James. From deep three-point land. Rebound San Antonio.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
From deep, Miles. Can't hit that one. Now Claxton kicks it out to James. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Jayhawks lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches. And don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Off the inbound pass. Missed. And so the Jayhawks take the win. A confident win and one where it really showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. Being here and playing with just a little more confidence than most.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
God, I can show you the ropes. Hyperventilating, hyperbolic chamber, hypothermia. My neck is on thrones. This that keeper, like I can't see in this. Why they on my? Because of all the money that I get. Yo, wouldn't even touch you, but if I want to, like Rich, y'all got 'em sip. Check the playbook, cause I'm out the pitch. Try to shout like Blanc. That's it, in the tropic with the chocolate bunny. That's quick, see the block done built up. Tetris, yeah, I see the looking funny. Peasants, yeah, I know why they uncomfortable. My presence, and I pull up a convertible. Press this, and I need to know the measurements by the metric, cause I'm about to fly like it's electric. Hit the flow, 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 like that. Hit the flow, 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 like that. Hit the flow. Yeah, what's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the flow. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the flow. Yeah, what's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the flow. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the flow. Hit the flow. I let the flow. We talking. Just give me the go. Just give me the go. I wanna get dope. I wanna get dope. Take it or leave it or lose it. We gon' get some more. We'll never go broke. Family rocking diamonds. Blinding. Why you eyeing it? Lately I most of my motion been focused on hits. When I start going, let's go hit the flow. Like it's a couple of fragrance right out of my pocket. I throw that up. Yeah, like up. Doing as they drop, man. Get my money. I told my. I let them know. Soon as I drop, man. Hit the flow. 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 Like that. Hit the flow. 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 Like that. Hit the flow. Yeah, what's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the flow. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the flow. Yeah, what's happening, dog? What's going on? Hit the flow. Yeah, we said it all. Yeah, let's set the tone. Hit the flow.
My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. This the flow on Hooter. I bet you know that. Listen, once you step in here, no, you can't go back. Try me. No one told you now, see, that's a no-go. Oh, she fine like when I'm dancing on a logo. But no, it ain't not for free. My minimum fee go crazy. I'm dropping them gems, no Maybach. Look, that's the reason they pay me. I came up with the homies, was running plays a lot. So it's a double entendre when they say play the block. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. I'm only here to even a score. Whoa. My mind is set, my grind is set, my heart on ice cold. We down right now, but did it before. Whoa. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up. See from here we gon' up. Made the call, I shown up. Now the game is sewn up. Say my name is blown up. We up, 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 we up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These people done turned us into bosses. That's my Oh yeah. Hey, I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. I'm on a strict diet, hood, bocce in it. You know how I rock, I pass the don't ask if one up top. We at the Angelino at the top. Found introduced the she going, go ahead and shoot your shot. I throw the lamb in course. I'm on Deuce Block. He run now for sport. We off the court. They hating, that's of course. Them bum poor. Sponsoring no got money, we want more. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Okay. Some with that about my dollar like on Creflo. Say you then when I why you careful. Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Fast. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can't ask the odds, we know forgiving. Free
I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they been playing my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. Slide for my brothers, I slide and then I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me along and lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big talker, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich watcher, get proper when I ride in a ghost. Big walker, big offer, they not harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough, we know well enough. And we know that you ain't that, and we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk by hits and plaques, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Right now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside, for you I'm legally blind. Yeah, but only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay though. Together, but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though. Tryna pop out, I'm like, hey yo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door. Cause you ain't messing with no amateur and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this.
wasn't always this way. I was a young man with a lot to say, but nowadays I feel best on my own. Don't want to pick up the phone, I just want to be left up. Please don't talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. You're not the kind of person I want to know. Because I want the straightest line. Don't rock where you son. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. What to do, 'cause I don't like you and I don't trust you, and I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken, and don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one.